Very good evening and welcome to RTV News. I'm William Evans Mtabazi, and tonight I'll be joined by Mr. Jackson Bekiriza, the Executive Director of the Association of Microfinance Institutions in Rwanda, who will be talking about his book, Blessings in Disguise. But for now, let's have a look at the headlines. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Ambassador Olivier Nduhungirehe, has once again emphasized that the insecurity in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo cannot end as long as the FDLR terrorist group continues to be supported in that country. Former UN peacekeepers who served in Rwanda in 1994 have praised genocide survivors for their strength in rebuilding their lives during the reunion at Hotel de Mille Collines. On the international scene, Texas is moving to redraw its congressional map in a bid to secure 5 Republican seats, a move that has triggered sharp backlash from California. I am William Evans Mtabazi, and this is the news in details. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Ambassador Olivier Nduhungirehe, has once again emphasized that the insecurity in the Eastern DRC cannot end as long as the FDLR terrorist group continues to be supported in that country. He made the remarks during a talk he delivered in Australia, where he has been on an official working visit since Thursday.
Those people who committed genocide are still there. They are just crossed the border. And they are in DRC. They have been destabilizing Rwanda for the past 31 years. We have been engaged in several peace negotiations. Last year it was in Rwanda and Angola, but this year we were engaged in Washington because the US, the new administration, was interested in having a peace deal between Rwanda and DRC because this is a rich region with minerals on both sides of the border, especially the 3 T's, the tin, tungsten and tantalum, but also the lithium. There's currently an exploration by Rio Tinto in Rwanda that will go until end of 2026. And they already discovered that we have lithium of the top world quality. So now we signed a peace agreement on 27th of June in Washington, and to deal with, there are mainly 3 issues, 3 aspects of it. There is the security aspect, so to solve our security concerns, because there is this group that is called FDLR, that is still creating havoc in Eastern DRC, and then we agreed that we should neutralize this force, which will allow Rwanda to lift the defensive measures that it has deployed around the border area. Then there is a second aspect, which is a political aspect, to solve the issue of Congolese of Rwandan culture, Rwandan descent. You know that in Africa, you have heard about the Berlin Conference. There was also the Brussels Conference of 1910-12, which drew the border between African countries artificially. So we have people who speak our language, who have our culture in Eastern DRC, but who have never been accepted as Congolese. Yet they are on Congolese territory. So this issue is also being negotiated in Doha, in Qatar, under the mediation of Qatar, to try to find a lasting solution for this political issue.
Now, to more news. Former UNAMIL peacekeepers who served in Rwanda in 1994 have praised the survivors of the genocide against the Tutsi for their courage in rebuilding their lives after the dark history they endured. They expressed this during a meeting with genocide survivors who had sought refuge at Hotel de Mille Collines in Kigali. Some of the genocide survivors who were sheltered in this hotel said that meeting again with the former UNAMIL soldiers reminded them of those who risked their lives to help them survive. The genocide survivors who had taken refuge in Hotel de Mille Collines paid special tribute to Captain Mbaye Dengen from Senegal, one of the UN soldiers deployed in Rwanda, who saved many who had sought refuge in the hotel until the time he lost his own life. Now, as part of strengthening friendships, goodwill and cooperation between Rwanda Defense Forces (RDF) and the Uganda People's Defense Forces (UPDF), soldiers from Uganda's 2nd Division visited their counterparts in Rwanda in an event that took place in Musanze district. The activities began with a march that started in Musanze town and ended at Ubworoherane Stadium in Musanze district, with tree planting activities in front of as a symbol of partnership between the armies of the two countries. This was followed with the football match between the two armies' 2nd divisions, where UPDF defeated RDF in penalty shootouts 8-7 after the regular time ended in 1-1 draw. On Uganda's side, the commander of the 2nd Division, Major General Paul Muhanguzi, said that the two countries share many things in daily lives of their citizens, which makes them even more brothers. On Rwanda's side, Major General Alex Kagame, the Chief of Staff of Rwanda's Reserve Force, emphasized that this cooperation stems from the strength of the people themselves. Residents said they are ready to continue benefiting from the good relations between Rwanda and Uganda. Yet the governor of the northern province, Mugabo Wagahugunde Maurice, called on residents to continue living harmoniously with their neighbors. Such cooperation and friendship activities between Rwanda and Uganda armies were last held in Ntungamo in Uganda in May this year. Now to refugees living in different camps across Rwanda say that although international aid has been gradually decreasing, they are grateful to Rwanda that continues to provide essential support that improves their living condition. We do have details on this story. These refugees say that even though some of the assistance they used to receive has been reduced or completely withdrawn, their daily lives are supported through various income-generating activities and programs that allow them to live in ways similar to Rwandans. I have been given a room to work in. I'm grateful because it helps me earn a living, and I would not be like I am had they not given it to me. They try to extend all support and give us the freedom and rights like any other Rwandan. We get medical care, and we often have meetings where they encourage everyone who wishes to go look for something to do for survival to ask for the necessary documents so they can go. We are given equal opportunities like Rwandans. We are allowed to move out, and we also have been given passports. The ministry in charge of emergency management says that although aid to refugees has declined, in some cases stopped, efforts will continue to ensure that the refugees in Rwanda are supported towards self-reliance so that their living conditions are not negatively affected. It is true there was aid cuts recently, but we are doing everything possible in our capacity to continue supporting these refugees with a focus on helping them become self-reliant so they can achieve whatever they want to achieve. At Mahama Refugee Camp, annual sports competitions have been taking place, bringing together refugees from different camps across the country. These sports activities help us a big deal. They enable our children to spend their time productively instead of doing other things that may be risky. The games get us out of isolation and unite both the old and the young, which is a good thing. Currently, Rwanda hosts over 130,000 refugees. Now, the international organization Ride for Unity, which promotes bringing people together through sports, has commended Rwanda's progress in building unity after the tragic history of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. Members of this movement, many of whom are renowned sports personalities, are set to launch activities that connect sports with communities, with community life across different parts of Rwanda. We do have a report. The initiative, named Ride to Reconnection Rwanda 2025, will run for 8 days and include cycling races and community outreach. It will bring together international cyclists, leaders, and other participants. Among them is Emike Ibuma, a professional cyclist who once competed in the world-famous Tour de France, and Krishna Thapa, a world record-holding mountaineer and veteran of the UK Special Forces. The two athletes say bringing competitive cycling to Rwanda for the first time under Ride for Unity will be an opportunity to connect with communities and share a special message.
We are here with Ride for Unity to spread a message of inclusivity, of community, and to actually learn from Rwanda and from what you've been doing, and actually exchanging experiences. I'm really looking forward to your knowledge and experience of including people and rebuilding communities and reconnecting people with each other. And we like to bring in our experience and learn from Rwanda and see how we can form a synergy.
Yeah, I think for my own experience is that in this time, this era, we all need to unity and help each other, and through the service, through the commitment. And if you have this mindset for everyone, every single of us, so that we can inspire the young generation to come to live what we got here, the beautiful landscape, beautiful people. We need to continue that inspire through our experience for tomorrow to come and to a generation to see in this world.
Also joining the initiative is Justin Levin, an international wheelchair athlete, who explains that the upcoming cycling events will be an important platform for advocacy for people with disabilities.
I'm very, very grateful to be here, and it's because of opportunities like this that sport has given me that I really want to impart this to everyone else. And I'm so grateful to be here and to share my love of sport and share my passion and to really hopefully make a difference for some people.
Ride for Unity says that Rwanda activities aim to demonstrate the power of sport in building inclusive societies free of division. This Sunday will mark the official launch of the festival with a cycling race and community activities in Kigali, along with a visit to the Kigali Genocide Memorial at Gisozi. Now, youths aged 14 to 18 years from across the country have gathered in Bulletin district for an event aimed at instilling Rwandan cultural values and religious principles through a program named For the Strength of Youth. The participants attended the program in collaboration with the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints, and were taught various values, encouraged to develop a love for reading, and engaged in different games, and received guidance on sexual and reproductive health. According to the organizers, the program seeks to help young people to set goals early in life and develop a love for God.
Anything is possible if they believe. And because this program is centered in the Lord Jesus Christ, we have other elements, like the physical element. They have sport, they have activity to strengthen their physical self. They also have chance to learn how to live together in harmony, in peace, and also to learn about the gospel of Jesus Christ, to deepen their faith so that they can be good citizens, behave in the society, and be the example for other kids. That's why we have a group of 70 young people that were selected and trained over the month, and these are those we call young single adult. They are between 19, 20 to 24 years old, and those ones are the ones who are trained to take care of the younger one that we put together. And everywhere they go, these are their leaders, their immediate leaders. We have a group of 2 leaders of the program that are in the management of the program. We are the directing couple. We oversee this whole program to make sure that these kids, everything goes well, and we follow through with with the details about how it has to go. Just about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is a Christian organization that is headquarters in Utah. And around the world, we have members. And here in Rwanda, for instance, our membership is around 3,000 people for now. Right now, the kids you are seeing, majority of them are members of the church. And those young people between those age, they have now this chance to be prepared for the future, for the real life. When they get they complete their secondary school, they are ready to go to university. Some of the facility that the church have for them is that they can go sign up for university of their choice, and generally the church can pay their school fees and give them the chance when they are done. Those who cannot afford to pay for themselves their school fees, the church still pay for them and give them the chance to pay 50% of the money that the church have spent on them in the total of their education. Now, we have those programs, but the conversion to become member of the church is not conditional to the opportunity that the church offer. It's a process that you have to learn, study for yourself until you get the revelation that this, I believe, because we just don't grant opportunity and say, okay, come for the opportunity, come because we'll give you this, we'll give you scholarship. We help these young people to be the better citizen. And the standards have shown, if you see members of the church that we have around the world, people like Stephen R. Covey we spoke about today, people like Clayton Christensen, who has written the book, How Will You Measure Your Life, which one time the president of Rwanda have quoted as one of his best read, the number one on his list, on his Twitter. You have people like Bill Marriott, the owner of Marriott Hotel worldwide. Those are members of the church. But if you see, it's not about proving something to the world. This is the restored gospel of Jesus Christ, and they are there to help and assist in any way they can. So the church have its own charity wing, and this kind of program, and many of them for young single adults and many other programs. This is just one of them.
For the Strength of Youth Kigali Rwanda 2025 initiative brought together over 500 participants from various parts of Rwanda. Now we take a short break and return with more news.
Every journey has a beginning. From nature comes refreshing fruity goodness that keeps you going every day. With every pack complementing life's best moments. Not one, not two, but 5 different fruity flavors. And this journey keeps giving. Introducing Inyange's new fruity juice flavors, guava and cocktail. Now available at your nearest shop. Always ask for Inyange.
Nyiri muto arababwiraga data bati ntabwo wagira umukamo mwinshi utunze inka, ariko nigeze acika intege. Mama akinjira mu bucuruzi hari abamubwiraga bati ntabwo watera imbere udakorera mu iduka rigezweho, ariko ntibyamusubije inyuma, yakoranaga umwete. Njya muri kaminuza hari abanshidikanyagaho bavuga ko nashobora kaminuza naturuka mu muryango wifashije, ariko byaragendaniza amateka mashya. Igihe cyo gutera ishema umuryango wanjye kigeze, bamwe bakomeje kumbwira bati ntabwo watera umuryango wawe ibyishimo n'ishema, ariko narabishoboye. Hari abakekaga ko nasigira umurage ukomeye abahomokaho, ariko ubu mfite uruganda rutunganya amata. Banki ya Kigali yabaye umufatanyabikorwa wanjye mu rugendo rwose, inzozi zanjye ziba impamo. Bigereho.
Welcome back from that very short break. Now to the international scene. The international sorry, I beg your pardon. Let's take a break and fix our technical problem, then return. Now, Texas is moving to redraw its congressional map in a bid to secure 5 new Republican seats, a move that has triggered sharp backlash from California. Let's have a report by Al Jazeera.
It's become a battle for control of Congress. First, it was Texas announcing it would redraw congressional districts. That would hand Republicans 5 more seats, delighting Donald Trump.
Texas would be the biggest one, and that'll be 5. No, just a very simple redrawing. We pick up 5 seats.
Now California is trying to level the playing field, the overwhelmingly Democratic state saying if Texas goes ahead with its plan, it will get the pens out to redraw boundaries there. The state's governor, thought to be eyeing a presidential run in 2028, says his state will hold a special election in November, asking voters to approve redrawing the district boundaries, effectively wiping 5 Republican seats off the map.
We have got to recognize the cards that have been dealt. And we have got to meet fire with fire. And we've got to be held to a higher level of accountability. So that's what this is about. It's not complicated. We're doing this in reaction to a president of the United States that called a sitting governor of the state of Texas and said, find me 5 seats. We're doing it in reaction to that act.
This is very bad for democracy. I mean, it's the gerrymandering. What it does is it takes away the control from the people. Effectively, the state government is attempting to, each state government that does this is attempting to determine itself how many seats they're going to win in the U.S. House of Representatives.
Texas Democrats managed to halt proceedings, leaving the state before a crucial vote to approve the gerrymandering change.
There being 95 members present, a quorum is not present.
And Texas Governor Greg Abbott threatened to use law enforcement to drag them back.
We are in the process, as we speak right now, of searching for, preparing to arrest Democrats who may be in Texas, may be elsewhere.
U.S. states normally redraw electoral boundaries every 10 years, but not in the middle of the decade. This is about trying to manipulate the field before next year's crucial midterm elections, one that could leave Donald Trump a lame duck president. And now other states, Republican and Democrat, are understood to be looking to make tit-for-tat moves to upend the electoral map. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera, Washington.
Now, with that report, we've come to the end of tonight's bulletin. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Mr. Jackson Kwikiriza, but I'm very sure he'll be joining us tomorrow. My name is William Evans. Have a good night. Goodbye.